This is me attempting a backflip. That still hurts. And the crazy part, that was only skill number 10. Lately I've been getting way too comfortable.
I should go to the gym. I'll go tomorrow.
And comfort is a trap. I am giving myself 24 hours to master 12 skills, but they get progressively harder. Start the clock. Skill 1. Splitting an apple perfectly in half with just your hands. So I gave it a shot. And the very first try, this happened. That was not hard, but
That cut was definitely not clean.
tearing it in half was not enough. I had to figure out the leverage. After reading about 6 ruined apples, I realized it wasn't about strength, it was about the palm placement. You basically put your thumbs in the hole of the apple and then use your palms to create leverage. And with that, I got it. So I got the first skill in a pretty decent time, but I still had 11 skills to go, starting with sticking a card on an apple. Skill 3, this simple trick right here. Skill 4, opening a bottle with your teeth. It's not sticking. Oh my god! Look at it! Looks sick. I can't do this. I'm gonna leave for later because I can't keep wasting time on this. Well, not a great start, guys. Considering the next skills coming up, I had to do better. Starting with skill number 5. Doing a handstand for 10 seconds. I had to balance upside down while counting in my head. 3, 4, 5. And I was struggling to do both. So then I thought, what if I push harder? So then I can use that momentum to walk forward. Which worked, but it led to this. My hands are getting destroyed right now. Thanks to that pain, something just clicked. And then this happened.
I think that was it.
That was not it. I forgot about the timer and just focused on balancing. And I got it.
Oh, that was it.
5 skills done, 7 to go.
Skill number 6, clap, back to front push-up.
I really regretted putting this on the list. The way you do this skill is get used to the jumping. Step 2, clapping in front. Step 3, clapping in the back. Step 4, combining them together.
But putting them together just leads to a direct flip.
Guys, at this point I was feeling pretty embarrassed and a lot of pain in my face. So I decided to go home and switch to a softer surface. I realized it wasn't a physical limit, I had the airtime, but my brain was hitting the brakes to protect my face. I was losing precious milliseconds hesitating. But I thought, am I really that handsome? No, let's go for it.
So close.
Guys, sometimes all you gotta do is put that fear aside and just go for it. And I really had to put that fear aside for this next skill.
Flipping a knife 2 times in the air and catching it.
I almost took this off the list because, well, I could lose some fingers. I tried with a dull knife first and it wasn't too hard, but there were 2 problems. 1, I wasn't completely consistent, and if I dropped the real blade, I think you understand what I mean. 2, the real knife's weight, length, and center of gravity were completely different, changing the rotation. So I went for it. That was definitely the scariest so far. At this point, everything hurt. And by the time I sat down to eat, I realized,
I am halfway done in 6 hours.
which seems good, but the next skills would take me hours. I wanted to continue straight away with the next ones, but there's one little thing holding me back.
I need to try opening this bottle again.
And even with the fear of busting a tooth, to my surprise,
That was so easy. I just learned it.
that was definitely the easiest and hardest so far, but I still had some really hard skills in the next 16 hours, so I had to get moving fast. Skill 7, picking a lock with just paper clips. It's not as physically demanding as the handstand, but it requires millimeter precision and intense concentration. 2 things I lost about 4 hours ago. Also, it's just cool. So I went for the jump and hold method, which surprisingly didn't work. After 20 minutes of this method, I finally understood I did not understand.
How the fuck do you do this?
So I watched some tutorials. I mean, you can learn anything on YouTube. Those monkeys saved my economics class.
I think I got it.
First, we need to understand the mechanism. Inside a lock is a row of spring-loaded pins. They all move freely except one. That's called the binding pin. If you find it and push it up, you'll hear a click, locking it out of the way. Then another random pin binds. You just go back and forth hunting for the clicks. To do this with paper clips, you need two tools. Tool 1, the tension wrench. Unbend the clip completely, fold it in half, and crush it together to make it as flat as possible. I used my teeth. Insert that into the bottom of the keyhole and bend it 90 degrees. You use this to apply constant rotational pressure on the cylinder. Then the pick. Just a straight wire to reach the back pins. Apply tension with clip 1, use clip 2 to hunt for the binding pins until it opens. Congratulations, you are now a potential criminal. So I gave this method a shot. I started actually feeling for the binding pins, and after an hour of practice, this happened.
What the fuck? That's freaking crazy, dude.
I was so excited I had to show my dad. He was not impressed, which I find kinda dumb because the neighbors have much better food than we do. 8 skills, 10 hours, seems good, but the next 4 would take everything out of me.
Skill 9, the kick up. But without hands.
For this skill I need strength and flexibility. And well, I got a herniated disc, so lower back bends are pretty painful. But I couldn't let the possibility of becoming a paraplegic stop me yet.
Oh, I'm slipping. I've been at this for like 30-40 minutes because I get really tired and it hurts, so I need to rest. If I keep going down this rate, I'm gonna run out of time.
I felt like I was making no progress, so
When you have decent flexibility, it really helps to be able to do a deep in and up.
I understood something. It wasn't about brute strength like I did with my hands, but using the momentum of the twisting motion to push you upwards. That was actually close. I was getting closer, but I just couldn't land it.
It's like an hour and a half now.
So I went back to tutorials, and after watching this guy,
Hi, I'm Ginger Ninja Trickster, and I'm going to teach you how to do that.
and my camera falling, I realized I was using too much momentum backwards because that's how you do it with your hands. What you need to do is use the momentum that comes from your legs. Bring your hips forward and then I guess land on your feet. So I tried in my bed because my back is destroyed and I need it for the next skills. And the very first try, this happened. The problem was my bed was slipping, so I used a chair to give it some resistance. I kept trying until a few tries later, I got it.
Oh! Did you? Yes, let's go. We gotta move. Skill number 10, the backflip.
And after laying down my very protective layer, I realized this would take me so long because I was terrified. This went on for 20 minutes, and after my girlfriend showed me that she can also do the kick up, kind of, I decided...
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go step by step.
Step 1. Jumping while swinging your arms to get more height. Step 2. Rolling backwards to get over the fear of going backwards. Step 3. Doing a kind of backflip with your hands. Step 4. Getting used to removing your hands. I kept progressing through the steps, but when it came to the backflip, I just froze. I kept thinking I'm gonna break my neck. But if I learned anything from this challenge is that most of the skills are just a mental block. And the way to get through a mental block is really just not thinking about it. So without realizing, I went for it. Okay, I know I hurt myself pretty badly, mostly because I didn't land on my protective layer. But this made me realize it wasn't that bad. I mean, my neck was still there. So I just kept going. I kept getting closer each time.
Oh, I was closer. Oh, I was a lot closer.
But I kept running into two problems. I would start getting tired, so I progressed backwards, leading to me having to take a break.
I need another break.
And when I came back, my adrenaline wore off, which made me have to shake the fear again. So my only real option was just keep trying. And just a few tries later, this happened.
Oh, fuck! I've been wanting to do this since I was a fucking little kid. I was just dreaming about it. That's what it's all about, man. Yes. Yes, that's fucking crazy. Okay. One is good enough. Let's go. Okay, we gotta keep moving. Skill number 11, the muscle up. Fuck. Apparently, if you can do 10 pull-ups, you can do a muscle up. I can do them.
Okay, I promise I can actually do 10 pull-ups, but at this point I was so tired I couldn't even count properly. But when it comes to the muscle up, I just looked like a chicken shaking its head. I also had a bit of a situation. Well, pretty big one.
My back is in so much pain right now.
I decided to really take my time and think about the motion, the way I used the momentum with the kick up, how I rotated my body with the backflip, and yes, one more tutorial. I realized that muscle up isn't just about strength, it's pure biomechanics. First, you drive your chest forward and kick out to build a pendulum swing. At the exact peak of that extension, you pull hard, riding that kinetic energy straight out. Then comes the critical point, rotating your hips and throwing your chest forward to instantly shift your center of gravity over the metal. Once you're on top, it's just a standard dip. One skill left, a skill so hard many men fear to just attempt it. Talking to woman.
Are you a backflip? Because my head's spinning.
Go to sleep.